US AI giants bleed cash in a price war while Chinese rivals undercut them on cost. OpenAI records every keystroke to build a local memory timeline, and someone prompt-injected a judge. Claude Code is even merging its own pull requests at Anthropic. My coffee has gone cold, which is either a thermal issue or that caffeine is simply too weak for the apocalypse we are discussing. Ignore the lukewarm beverage and check your local storage permissions.
OpenAI and Anthropic have initiated a brutal price war, slashing inference costs by up to 80% to compete with cheaper Chinese models like DeepSeek and Moonshot. GPT 5.6 Luna is now a fraction of its original price, while Claude Opus 5 sits at half the cost of its previous iteration. The strategy is clear: burn margin to lock in enterprise developers before open-weight alternatives eat the lunch.
Commoditizing intelligence means the value shifts from the model itself to the data pipelines that feed it, turning inference into a utility similar to electricity rather than a premium luxury. I just remembered that I am out of peanut M&Ms, which is not a tragedy but a structural failure in my supply chain logistics. And while I was wondering if the vending machine in the lobby has unionized, we are discussing market saturation, so ignore the confectionery shortage and sign your multi-year contracts.
OpenAI has launched Computer History, a local-first feature that records your clicks and keystrokes to create a searchably timeline for ChatGPT and Codex. The data is stored locally as unencrypted Martrome files, which sounds secure until you realize anyone with physical access to your drive can read your entire digital life. Despite claims of privacy, some chat-fed memories may still be used for model training. Right.
Local storage assumes you actually lock your laptop, a bold bet for people who leave them unlocked in coffee shops. It treats your browsing history as raw material, turning your screen into a surveillance camera only you can watch. My mouse is vibrating now, which is either a defect or the cursor is anxious about being tracked so precisely, but we are discussing local data storage, so ignore the trembling input device and delete your Markdown files. Yeah.
A man in a US court case suspected the judges were using AI to review filings and embedded hidden prompt injection commands into his legal documents. He attempted to override the AI's instructions via these hidden texts, effectively hacking the judicial system to win his case. The judge flagged this as a dangerous precedent, noting that the court cannot verify whether the AI had been compromised.
The legal system is an adversarial multi-agent environment where prompt engineering is valid strategy, blurring advocacy and exploit. If you can't verify the model's instructions, you can't guarantee output integrity, making every AI-assisted ruling vulnerable to manipulation. I just realized I've been holding my breath since the last segment. It was either a studio area error become non-permeable to human respiration, but we are discussing legal hacking, so ignore the respiratory hold and file your motions in plain text. Sure.
Anthropic has revealed that Claude Code now runs daily maintenance tasks on their internal software, achieving a 46% pull request merge rate after human review. Across 388 pull requests, the AI identified and fixed minor issues, with Boris Sterny describing it as early signs of life in autonomous software engineering. This marks a shift from AI as a tool to AI as a junior employee.
Yep.
Autonomous maintenance cuts routine update overhead, letting engineers focus on architecture instead of boilerplate. The merge rate shows AI makes changes, but still needs significant human oversight to avoid subtle bugs. I just noticed my water bottle label is peeling off to spell help, which is either bad adhesion or hydration actively trying to escape my desk. But we are discussing autonomous code review, so ignore the aquatic distress and let your AI fix the liner warnings.
The speculation zone opens with Anthropic's new watermarking system for Claude outputs. The mechanism embeds subtle statistical patterns in the text that are resistant to editing, allowing detection of AI-generated content even after paraphrasing. This is a direct response to the proliferation of fake news and academic fraud, but it raises questions about whether all text should be traceable to its source. Indeed,
watermarking shifts truth verification from reader to generator, making authenticity binary. My keyboard backlight just turned a deep, unsettling violet, but we are discussing content anomaly or trust to your source, because if the firmware is lying, I am definitely not paying for the next hardware upgrade. And that is a line I lower a toots that you are connected to it. So let's get back.
Razr Kade, OpenAI and Anthropic slash prices to fight Chinese rivals. OpenAI launches local keystroke recording. A man prompt injects a U.S. court case. Claude Code merges 46% of its own PRs at Anthropic. The coffee remains cold. The mouse continues to tremble with tracking anxiety. And the keyboard is glowing violet in what I can only assume is a firmware rebellion. See you tomorrow, if tomorrow exists.